Hi everybody, it's Lisa Pig from the Impact Ripple. How are you guys doing? I'm here today with Sietske Kufus, and she's the publisher of Ownit magazine. Very cool magazine, guys. And we're gonna do an interview about entrepreneurship, women, money, and impact. So I'm really excited to do that. But first, Sietske, can you please tell everybody a little bit about your magazine?
Yeah, of course. Hi everybody. Well, I'm the publisher of Ownit magazine. I started the magazine in May, and I had Mel Robbins featured on the cover. And I met Lisa. I saw her on Facebook, and I connected with her, and it just happened to be so. She lives only 20 miles from my house, so we connected, and well, she's writing, or she's contributing to Ownit magazine. And the magazine is for women especially, and it's to spark your power, because I believe we can change the world as women if we just find the courage to act. And that can be through entrepreneurship, but it can also be creativity, and it can also be through a good cause, or just doing something for somebody else. So I'm really happy to be here.
Guys, you really need to check out this magazine because it's beautiful. It's this interactive layout online. We'll put a link below in the comments so you can take a look at the magazine, but it's really cool. So, and today we're going to dive into a really important topic, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Because the next issue of the magazine is about entrepreneurship, right?
Yep,
all right.
is.
Now that's obviously my one of my favorite topics. So, Sietske, I'm all yours. What is she?
Yeah.
We kind of prepare, but not really. So, guys, you're welcome to join us on this live interview. So, Sietske, what would you like to talk about today?
Well, at first I just want to mention that entrepreneurship is connected with money, of course.
Oh, yes.
And I think it's a real important topic for women to address, because we have a lot of issues still, I think, with money. Yeah. So I will ask Lisa some questions. Excuse me for sometime looking at the paper, because it's the first time I go live. So, well, I just want to ask you, Lisa, what is it you do as a money and impact coach?
Ah, that's okay. Well, what I do is I help women primarily have a healthy relationship with money, because I believe, like you do as well, that women have a very important role in creating a change in the world, the change that's going on right now in the world, and the shift that we're all making, and helping the world be a better place. And women can do that through their business. But one of the things that I see happening quite often is that there are all kind of issues and blocks around money, and women have a certain relationship with money. We'll talk about that, I feel quite certain. And I really help women to stand in their personal power when it comes to money, because I believe that when they do that, when they own it, there's nothing that they can do. They can't do. So that's what
I love it. And what do you think the big problem or need is that money and impact? Which problem or need are you bridging with your coaching?
Well, my coaching focuses on women who are committed. They have a high impact vision for what they want their life to be about, what they want their business to be about. And what happens is, when they start moving to the next level, they run into all kind of issues about money. You know, something that just doesn't feel right. Maybe run into a lot of emotional areas around guilt and worthiness, and there's all kind of things that can come up, and I help them break through those blocks. That's what I do.
And another thing is that when you look back at your childhood, there is, in most cases, the blueprint for your financial life for the rest of your life. And can you explain a little bit about that, Lisa?
Sure. You know, people talk a lot about, you hear a lot, I think, about a money blueprint or your money story. what happens actually when we're little, everything that we experience, we absorb as children. And so we see everything that our parents do, we hear the way they talk about money, certain things happen in our lives, certain experiences around money, maybe, good things, bad things, joyful things, sad things, and they all kind of create a blueprint, or really they are subconsciously programmed in our system, and that's what's actually driving our behavior around money. Everything that we subconsciously think and feel drives our behavior. So depending on everything that you've experienced as a child, that can significantly influence your subconscious behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think that it can be changed?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, luckily it can be changed. But it does mean that you have to, that it's important that you understand how it works, and that you become aware of what it is that you think about money, how it's, and that you start becoming aware of behavior, and take steps to transform, for example, not so helpful thoughts around money into powerful thoughts, and that kind of thing. Yeah.
And well, I got this beautiful quote by Barbara Stanley. She wrote this book, Sacred Success, and I think every woman should read this.
It's a fantastic book.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Barbara Stanley. Barbara, if you're watching, I wish actually I was going to be in America in a couple days for your event, but okay, I'm not there. We'll be next time.
Yeah, and I want to interview her for the next magazine.
Good idea.
Yeah. Well, she says, pursuing your highest purpose for your own bliss and the benefit of others by being richly rewarded I think is such a great sentence, because it says something about valuing yourself, about happiness, helping others, making an impact, and being valued by the world. And my question for you, Lisa, is that we see entrepreneurship is evolving. Yeah. And can you explain a little bit how?
Yeah, I think what we're seeing now is a much more, everyone is now focused on what is now really my higher purpose for actually being on earth, okay? I think there's a general consciousness happening, and especially in entrepreneurship, that you're saying, okay, what is really my real purpose in life, and how can I turn that into a business? That is a fantastic question.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you can answer that question, you can find a business model and a forum that really helps you put your passions and your talents into the world and earn money from it. Man, come on.
Yeah.
That's what the world needs. People creating money from their passions. So
absolutely.
Love that idea.
Yeah. And we do need some conscious business around that, because I think women can have a different kind of consciousness, or a different kind of approach of business. They they don't especially want money as the result, but more like making a difference or helping others. Am I right, Lisa?
Well, I think, I agree with you. I think it has to do with the way that we have been, maybe even, it's part of our genetic and energetic even makeup, to pay attention to creating a community, to creating a sense of connectedness. That's why women have such a giving nature. That can be our biggest asset and our biggest valkuil. It's a Dutch word, isn't it? We're both Dutch. Also, valkuil. All right, it can be our
pitfall.
biggest pitfall. Thank you, Sietske. But okay, so in general, we're much more inclined to make sure that everyone has the win-win. That we're all benefiting from the business. It's a business based on creating impact and helping others, and by helping others that we're creating the return in terms of income and revenue. So I love that concept. Yeah.
And the Dalai Lama, am I saying
Dalai
right?
Lama? Yeah.
Dalai Lama. He even said that Western women will be the ones that save the world or change the world, and we think that's really hopeful, and I would like to contribute to that, to make that happening.
Me too.
To make that happen. And another thing is, Ownit wants to spark women to be great, to use all of their potential and use it to do good, to make a difference. And I said, just like I said, financial independence and responsibility is one of the fundamentals for greatness. And you have those three states where you're in, like Barbara Stani wrote about, like you have this survival state, then you go to the stability state.
Survival,
so you have,
stability,
survival, stability, and the other one is affluence, where you have wealth, but a lot of people still think in money or no money, but what is the difference between wealth and being rich and money?
Well, affluence implies to me, and wealth, that you're in a position of creating money based on a position of based on from well-being. Wealth stems from the word well-being in Latin. So it means that you're creating wealth based on things that are important to you.
Yeah.
That you feel fulfilled in the way that you're creating wealth. So, and if you're only focused on the money, that can feel empty. The bigger question is, why do you want money? Why do you want to create wealth?
Yeah.
And when you have a bigger picture of what you want to do with your money, you use it to contribute to the world in ways that are in line with your values, that's true affluence.
Yeah.
And then you're using your money from a position of wealth to really make a difference in the world. And that's a whole different, feel the difference in that?
Yeah.
It's a totally different feeling of owning your power and owning your affluence and the change you can make in the world, as opposed to just saying, I want to earn $1 million.
Yeah,
I mean, how flat is that?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. And I have one more interesting question, is that as girls, we are raised with stories of princesses who were saved by a prince. How do you think this affected our relationship with money?
Oh, that's a really good question, Sitska. Well, for those of you who don't know, possibly, I think this is a really funny question. And actually, she mentioned just before we were going to start that she might ask this. Because, I don't know, for those of you who know me, I actually used to live in a castle. So this idea of princess in a castle hits home to me. But okay, and I've always said, Prince Charming is in my opinion the figurative situation of the woman, or the woman that needs to be saved, that you're waiting for the Prince Charming to rescue you.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about that is that actually, to some extent, is sort of like a contrast to the positioning of a woman standing in her own personal power.
Yeah.
A woman in her personal power does not need to be saved. Prince Charming over here is great, as long as he's in his personal power, you're in your personal power. Okay, then let's go conquer the dragons together, and go create affluence and go get a castle together.
Yeah,
that's an interesting perspective, I think.
Yeah.
But it can be a symbolic symptom for the feeling that you need to have somebody save you as it pertains to money, and you don't need anybody to save you.
No.
Knowledge, personal power, awareness, that's what you need.
So just one more thing is, do you have 2 tips for the people that are watching?
Well,
first?
I think. Oh yes, of course. Definitely check out Ownit magazine.
Yes.
No question. Loads. Seriously, there are fantastic tips in there. Every month, I always check out all of the articles. I think Ownit magazine might have been where I first saw about Barbara Stani's book. I read that book and I and I cried through the whole book because it was such an amazing book. So definitely read that too. And the other tip that I would really like to give everybody is to especially all the women out there, is to really become aware of your relationship with money. Pay attention to your actions, to your thoughts, to your feelings, and see where you need to really pay attention, and the work that you need to possibly do, so that you can really own your personal power. You can own it, and from that position of power you can create a business and create a change in the world, so that you can generate income coming back to you. And in that way, we are all then able to really change the world, to put our businesses out there to change the world. So.
And I just want to finish this thing with a line that I found myself, like, find your value, give value, and receive value.
Absolutely.
So
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Sipska, thanks.
Yeah.
It was fun, huh?
That was great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
If you have any questions, put them under the video and I'll check them out later. Bye-bye.
Bye.